Welcome to New York, the city that never sleeps. New York is a blend of cultures, architecture, and history. It's a place where dreams come true, where towering skyscrapers coexist with green parks, and where historic landmarks stand alongside cutting-edge technology. We're embarking on an unforgettable journey through the city's most iconic spots, and you'll see why millions of tourists dream of visiting this metropolis. New York is a city of endless possibilities, where every street has a story to tell. From the dazzling lights of Times Square to the historic cobblestone streets of the financial district, this city is a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and ambitions. Whether you're here for the breathtaking skyline, the world-class museums, or the legendary Broadway shows, there's something in New York for everyone. As we explore, we'll dive into the city's rich history, from its founding as a Dutch trading post to its rise as a global powerhouse. We'll witness the hustle and bustle of Wall Street, the artistic soul of Greenwich Village, and the multicultural energy of neighborhoods like Chinatown and Little Italy. But New York isn't just about towering buildings and famous landmarks. It's about the people. Street musicians, artists, food vendors, and performers bring life to every corner, making each visit a unique experience. We'll wander through the vibrant markets, try the city's famous pizza and bagels, and hear the stories of those who call this city home. Whether it's your first visit or your 100th, New York always has something new to discover. So get ready to experience the magic, energy, and unforgettable moments that make this city one of the greatest in the world. Our journey begins now. Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is the symbol of America and the first thing immigrants saw when they arrived in search of a new life. We'll explore why its face resembles Greek statues, how it was transported from France in 1885, and the hidden meaning behind its torch. You'll also learn why there's a staircase inside leading to an observation deck, what secrets its structure holds, and what the 7 spikes on its crown symbolize. Standing tall on Liberty Island, the Statue of Liberty has welcomed millions of people to the shores of the United States for over a century. A gift from France to commemorate the friendship between the two nations, this colossal sculpture is more than just an impressive sight. It's a beacon of freedom and hope. As we approach the island, we'll take in the breathtaking view of Lady Liberty against the Manhattan skyline. Up close, we'll notice the intricate details of her robe, her solemn yet determined expression, and the broken chains at her feet, symbolizing the end of oppression. But how did this incredible structure come to life? Designed by Frederick Auguste Bartholdi and engineered by Gustave Eiffel, the same mind behind the Eiffel Tower, the statue was constructed in France, shipped in pieces across the Atlantic, and assembled on a pedestal designed to support its immense weight. Inside, we'll find a 354-step spiral staircase leading to the crown, offering a stunning panoramic view for those who make the climb. The statue's torch, once a functioning lighthouse, has gone through several modifications over the years. Today it gleams with a golden glow, reflecting the idea of enlightenment guiding the way to a better future. But what do the 7 spikes on the crown represent? They symbolize the 7 continents and 7 seas, reinforcing the universal message of liberty and democracy. From its copper exterior, which has naturally oxidized into the iconic green patina, to the powerful words inscribed on the statue's base. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Lady Liberty stands as an enduring emblem of the American dream. As we explore, we'll uncover even more hidden details and fascinating facts that make this monument one of the most cherished landmarks in the world. Ellis Island is where millions of people pass through in search of the American dream. This was the main immigration processing station in the U.S. What challenges did newcomers face? Why could doctors deny them entry? And which famous figures, including ancestors of Donald Trump and Irving Berlin, went through this island? We'll travel back to the late 19th century and experience the emotions of those who stepped onto American soil for the first time. Ellis Island was a place of both hope and heartbreak. For many immigrants, it was their first glimpse of the land of opportunity, but the journey was far from over. Upon arrival, newcomers had to endure hours of rigorous inspections. Doctors examined them for contagious diseases, and even a small cough or limp could result in deportation. Families were often separated, with some members being allowed to enter while others were sent back to their homeland. Beyond the medical exams, immigrants had to answer a series of questions from officials. Where are you from? Do you have a job waiting for you? Do you have enough money to support yourself? The fear of being rejected loomed over every hopeful traveler. Yet for those who made it through, Ellis Island was the gateway to a new beginning. They left behind hardship and uncertainty to pursue the promise of freedom and prosperity in America. Some, like businessman Friedrich Trump, the grandfather of former President Donald Trump, or legendary composer Irving Berlin, would go on to shape American history. Today, the Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration preserves these powerful stories. As we walk through the historic Great Hall, where immigrants once stood in long lines, we can still feel the echoes of their dreams, fears, and hopes. Their journey, though difficult, was the start of a new chapter, not just for them, but for the country they would soon call home. Times Square is one of the liveliest places in New York, where neon lights shine 24/7, creating a constant sense of celebration. We'll discover how this area transformed from a crime-ridden district into the entertainment capital, why the famous Crystal Ball drops every New Year's Eve, and what secrets its massive billboards hide. You'll hear about the street performers, dazzling shows, and the electrifying energy that makes Times Square so unique. Times Square is more than just a tourist attraction. It's the heartbeat of New York City. Every day, hundreds of thousands of people pass through this vibrant intersection, surrounded by the glow of enormous LED screens, advertising everything from Broadway musicals to the latest fashion brands. But Times Square wasn't always the dazzling spectacle we know today. In the early 20th century, it was home to theaters, luxury hotels, and even the headquarters of the New York Times, which gave the square its name. However, by the 1970s and 80s, crime and urban decay took over, turning it into a dangerous and rundown area. It wasn't until a massive revitalization effort in the 1990s that Times Square transformed into the dazzling entertainment hub it is today. One of the most famous traditions here is the New Year's Eve ball drop. Every year, millions gather to watch the giant crystal ball descend from the One Times Square building, marking the start of a new year. This tradition dates back to 1907 and has only been interrupted a few times in history. The current ball is covered in thousands of Waterford crystals, creating a breathtaking display as it lights up the sky. Beyond the lights and the crowds, Times Square is home to some of the world's best street performers. From living statues and breakdancers to costume characters and musicians, the energy is nonstop. And of course, Broadway theaters line the surrounding streets, offering world-class productions that attract visitors from across the globe. But Times Square also holds hidden secrets, such as the fact that some of the massive billboards aren't just for advertising. They also generate millions of dollars in revenue by renting out prime digital real estate. There's even a secret sound installation called the Times Square Hum, a low, continuous sound art piece that most visitors don't even realize is playing. Whether it's your first time visiting or your 100th, Times Square never loses its magic. It's a place where dreams are showcased, celebrations never end, and the energy of New York City is at its most electrifying. Central Park is the green heart of New York, where people escape the urban noise. Hundreds of films have been shot here. Thousands of New Yorkers jog through it daily, and its bridges and ponds resemble European gardens. We'll explore the legends surrounding this park, where to find the mysterious Belvedere Castle, and why so many squirrels call it home. Central Park is more than just a park. It's an oasis in the middle of the bustling metropolis, offering a retreat from the skyscrapers and traffic of New York City. Spanning 843 acres, this iconic green space is filled with winding paths, scenic ponds, open meadows, and hidden gems that have fascinated visitors for over a century. One of the park's most intriguing landmarks is Belvedere Castle, a miniature castle perched on a rocky outcrop. Built in 1869, it was originally intended as a decorative structure, but today it serves as a weather observation station. From its towers, you can enjoy breathtaking panoramic views of the park and the city beyond. Central Park is also famous for its wildlife, particularly its large squirrel population. These friendly creatures have become a beloved part of the park's ecosystem, darting between trees and often approaching visitors in search of snacks. The park is also home to turtles, birds, and even the occasional coyote, adding to its natural charm. For those who love stories, Central Park is full of legends and hidden history. The Bow Bridge, one of the most picturesque spots in the park, has been featured in countless romantic films. Meanwhile, the mysterious Ramble, a dense woodland area, was designed to feel like a wild forest, perfect for explorers seeking a quiet escape. Another must-visit location is Strawberry Fields, a peaceful garden dedicated to John Lennon. Located near the Dakota Building, where the legendary musician once lived, it features the famous Imagine mosaic, where fans gather daily to pay tribute to his legacy. But Central Park isn't just a place for relaxation. It's also a hub of activity. Joggers, cyclists, and horse-drawn carriages move through its scenic trails, while families enjoy picnics on the Great Lawn. In the winter, Woolman Rink transforms into a magical ice skating destination, while summer brings open-air concerts and theater performances at the famous Delacorte Theater. Home to Shakespeare in the Park. Whether you're rowing a boat on the lake, admiring the cherry blossoms in spring, or simply finding a quiet bench to soak in the beauty, Central Park offers something for everyone. It's not just New York's backyard. It's a place where nature, culture, and history come together to create an unforgettable experience. The Empire State Building is one of New York's most iconic landmarks and was once the tallest building in the world. We'll visit its observation deck, learn how it was built in just 410 days during the Great Depression, and find out why its antenna was originally designed for airships. You'll also hear romantic stories connected to this skyscraper and understand why it became legendary after the movie King Kong. Beyond its impressive height and engineering marvel, the Empire State Building has become a symbol of ambition and resilience. Standing at the 1,454 feet, 443 meters, Including its spire, it was constructed at a record-breaking pace, with workers assembling nearly 4.5 floors per week. Originally, the skyscraper's antenna was designed as a mooring mast for airships, allowing them to dock at the top of the building. However, the strong winds at such heights made this idea impractical, and the mast was later repurposed for broadcasting. The Empire State Building is also known as one of the most romantic spots in the city. The 86th floor observation deck has witnessed countless marriage proposals, and its breathtaking views have inspired many love stories. Its role in films like Sleepless in Seattle and An Affair to Remember has only solidified its place as a timeless destination for couples. And of course, no discussion of this landmark is complete without mentioning King Kong. The 1933 classic cemented the Empire State Building's place in pop culture, as audiences watch the giant ape scale its walls in a climactic scene that remains one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. Beyond its cinematic fame, the Empire State Building also plays a crucial role in New York's cultural and social life. Every night, its spire lights up in different colors, celebrating everything from national holidays to major events. Whether it's glowing red, white, and blue on Independence Day or shimmering green on St. Patrick's Day, the lights have become a dynamic part of the city's identity. The building has also hosted unique events, from high-profile celebrity visits to the Empire State Building run-up, an annual race where athletes sprint up its 1,576 steps to the 86th floor. It's a true test of endurance, proving that the Empire State Building is not just a monument to architecture, but also to human determination. Standing at its red observation deck, overlooking the vast expanse of New York, it's easy to feel the energy and ambition that define the city. Whether you visit by day when the skyline stretches endlessly, or at night when the lights twinkle like stars, the Empire State Building offers a perspective on New York that is simply unforgettable. Rockefeller Center is a historic hub of New York. It's home to the famous ice rink, the NBC headquarters, and the breathtaking top-of-the-rock observation deck. We'll explore how billionaire John Rockefeller built this complex during the Great Depression, why it hosts the country's most famous Christmas tree each year, and what secret underground tunnels lie beneath. Beyond its festive charm and impressive architecture, Rockefeller Center is a place full of fascinating stories and hidden details. The famous golden statue of Prometheus, which overlooks the ice rink, has become one of the most photographed landmarks in the city. But did you know that its placement and design were controversial when it was first unveiled? Many critics debated whether it truly fit the space, yet today it's an irreplaceable icon. During the holiday season, the Rockefeller Christmas tree becomes the centerpiece of New York's winter magic. Every year, a massive Norway spruce is selected, decorated with thousands of LED lights, and crowned with a dazzling Swarovski crystal star. The lighting ceremony attracts crowds and is broadcast across the country, marking the official start of the holiday season. Beneath the surface, a hidden underground city exists, the Montchisel Rockefeller Plaza Concourse. Connects various buildings and offers shops, restaurants, and even secret passageways that employees and celebrities have used for decades to navigate the complex without being seen. Some even say there are hidden rooms that were once used as private speakeasies during Prohibition. And then there's the Warford top-of-the-rock observation deck, arguably the best view in Manhattan. Unlike other viewing platforms, it offers a perfectly unobstructed panorama of the city, including the Empire State Building in all its glory. Whether visiting in the golden glow of sunset or under a blanket of twinkling city lights, Rockefeller Center is a place that never fails to captivate. One World Trade Center and 9/11 Memorial One World Trade Center is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, standing where the Twin Towers once were. We'll discover how this skyscraper symbolizes America's resilience, why its height is exactly 1,776 feet, and the cutting-edge safety features that make it one of the most secure buildings in the world. The 9/11 Memorial tells the story of that tragic day that changed the world and honors the heroes who saved lives. Beyond its striking height and modern design, One World Trade Center is filled with symbolism. It's 1,776 feet. Height isn't random. It represents the year the United States declared independence, emphasizing the nation's resilience and strength. Its glass exterior reflects the sky, creating an illusion of infinity, a tribute to the lost Twin Towers. The structure itself is designed with unparalleled safety measures, including reinforced concrete, an ultra-strong steel frame, and dedicated emergency stairwells for first responders, ensuring it is one of the most secure buildings ever constructed. Visitors can ascend to the One World Observatory on the 102nd floor in just 47 seconds via an elevator with immersive digital walls that show a time-lapse of New York's skyline developing over centuries. The breathtaking panoramic views from the top offer a perspective that extends across the city, the rivers, and even into neighboring states. Just below the 9/11 Memorial stands as a place of reflection and remembrance. There are two enormous waterfalls. Mark the footprints of the original Twin Towers with the names of nearly 3,000 victims, etched into bronze panels surrounding the pools. The continuous flow of water symbolizes both loss and renewal. The Wa Survivor Tree, a pear tree that withstood the destruction and was later nursed back to health, stands as a powerful reminder of endurance. Inside the 9/11 Museum, personal artifacts, recordings, and recovered wreckage tell the heartbreaking yet inspiring stories of that fateful day. Visitors hear firsthand accounts from survivors, see the last standing column of the original towers, and witness the deeply emotional exhibits dedicated to the victims and heroes. This site is not just about remembering tragedy, it's about honoring resilience, courage, and the unbreakable spirit of New York. The Brooklyn Bridge is one of the most beautiful bridges in the world, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. It took 14 years to build, and its chief architect tragically passed away during construction. We'll uncover why this bridge was once called the eighth wonder of the world, what legends surround its Gothic towers, and why wine cellars were hidden in its foundations. Beyond its stunning architecture, the Brooklyn Bridge holds incredible stories. When it was completed in 1883, it was not only the longest suspension bridge in the world, but also a marvel of engineering. However, many people were initially afraid to cross it, fearing it might collapse. To prove its strength, circus showman P.T. Barnum led 21 elephants across the bridge, silencing the skeptics. Its Gothic-style towers were made from limestone and granite, give it a cathedral-like appearance. But few know about the secret wine cellars hidden in its foundations. During the Prohibition era, these underground chambers stored wine and champagne. some of which still remain today. Walking across the Brooklyn Bridge offers one of the most breathtaking views of the New York skyline, especially at sunset. As you reach the Brooklyn side, you'll find yourself in the charming Dumbo district, known for its cobblestone streets, waterfront parks, and the famous Jane's Carousel. Thank you for watching. That brings us to the end of our incredible journey through Korea, New York City. From historic landmarks to modern marvels, we've explored the best this city has to offer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For more amazing travel content, let me know in the comments which place in New York you'd love to visit the most. See you in the next adventure.